Okay, it's Stoney from Self-Made Sustainability, and I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to change a hose bib in a residential house. Okay, first off, I have a hose bib outside that's leaking. Built up scale over the years, can't completely turn it off. So what I gotta do is I gotta turn my water off. So first thing I'm gonna do real quick is turn off the supply. Which way does it go? To the hot water heater. There'll be a valve, quarter turn valve on the cold side coming in. Then turn off main supply to the home or to whatever. In this case, is another quarter turn valve right here. After that, you need to drain the system. So what that will look like is picking a low point, either another hose bib, the lowest system point you can think of. Turn on a hose, another hose bib outside here. Where's the... Doesn't look like that's sealed all the way. Okay. Now we're gonna go gather some tools. You can do this in either order. Usually it's probably better to gather the tools first. Which on this case, you're gonna need some sort of cutter, depending on what type of piping you have, what type of plumbing pipe. In my case, it is a piece of 1/2-inch copper. So I can use a tubing cutter. I can use a fine-tooth hacksaw. Here's the guy that's giving me problems. So, yeah. As you can see, a little piece of copper. Compression nut. Been here for a while, so I'm gonna lay out here. So I have a tubing cutter. I have a smaller tubing cutter. And then I also have a hacksaw. A few more tools. Classic adjustable pliers, also known as, well, slip joint pliers. Some adjustable wrench, also known as a crescent typically, which is a brand name, and a wire brush or sand cloth, which is a type of sandpaper used to clean pipe from flexible surfaces or round surfaces, such. What you do is you can't unscrew this. Since the compression nut inside is probably compressed to the pipe, you just cut it here. Keep it as long as possible if you can. And then you put the new one on it. I'll show that. Ta-da! Removed. This time, I used a hacksaw. I just cut it directly behind the nut because I could not remove the compression nut. So, oh well. Clean it up. Get any paint, burrs off, whatever. My deal is if it can rub it on the inside of your arm and it doesn't scratch you, it's safe. When you open up one of these hose bibs, one of this compression male hose thread by 1/2 inch compression, you see that here. You did any of the general box stores, Amazon, wherever. Goes on in this order. This goes on the pipe first, then this goes on, then this goes on. Then they tighten this piece. It compresses this little ring, which seals to the pipe. Thus it's known as a compression fitting. Don't over tighten it. You don't have to torque it down like a car engine or anything like that. You do want to snug it up, but you don't want to destroy it. So, lock nut, compression ring, seat the hose bib, and there, and that tight, get it started. Make sure you're seated all the way with the hose bib and make sure it's vertical. You don't want to put in a hose bib that turns out to be sideways when you crank it down. That's just bad sportsmanship. And then you take a pair of these crescent wrenches here and you tighten it down. And then you test it. Through the wonders of modern movie making, we skip forward in time. Ta-da! Turns off, doesn't leak. Anytime, just free piece of advice, anytime you change a piece of plumbing, especially in the supply line, but even in the drain lines, drain side, check it for days afterwards, because sometimes it's just a slow leak and you don't see it right away. So basically, once you tighten this down, you go back in, you turn the water back on, close the faucets that you opened to drain the lines, working from the bottom up to try to get all of the air out of the lines. It's good to do a shower head because that's one of the highest points, or if you have an upstairs, one of the shower heads upstairs or bathroom upstairs, something like that, open up a sink to let the air into the line and to push the air out when you turn the water back on. So after that, test it, turn on the water heater, turn on the main power or the main water, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helps if you need it. Stay curious.